Hello, what's up guys? Hope you're doing well. Today I want to talk about some of the negative aspects of entrepreneurship. And usually I do my videos sitting in this nice green chair right here. But today I'm going to switch it up a bit. I'm going to head outside and do the video out there. So let's go. So I'm walking through my apartment complex. I'm just looking for a place that is a little quiet. There are like a million babies and grandparents here, so trying to avoid any screaming kids. Alright, so I found a place to sit down. I forgot to mention it's the Qingming Festival today, so happy holidays. So today's video, I wanted to talk about some of the negative aspects of entrepreneurship that I think a lot of people don't touch on. And first of all, I'll go into what I think is glamorized. And in terms of entrepreneurship, it's become like a very trendy thing to do. I think being called an entrepreneur is something that people find really sexy, and this is something that they want to have as a label. Also, there's the idea that you're gonna make fistfuls of money and drive Lamborghinis and fly in private jets, and also have the freedom to travel around the world. So I think when people think of entrepreneur in 2018, these are the images that pop into your mind. But having been on this journey for the last almost 3 years now, I can tell you that the reality of that is very different. So the first negative thing that I'd like to go into is the major uncertainty that you face when you go down the entrepreneur path. You spend sometimes months, or for some people years, working on something that you have no idea if it's going to work or not. And this can be really, really difficult. I think this is where a lot of people give up. They start working on something, and before they see any feedback or before they see any success, they think maybe for them it feels like it's taking too long and that it's never going to work, so they give up too early. For me, obviously, there's been some major uncertainty. When I moved out here, I had no idea what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to work on. When I started the dropshipping store, I didn't know if anyone was going to buy my stuff. And now with Amazon FBA, even launching new products, there's still an amount of uncertainty that goes into each launch. The second factor that I think people don't talk about enough is the emotional roller coaster that you deal with when you're an entrepreneur, because there are so many ups and downs. In 1 week, it's really tough on your mental health, I guess. Sometimes you have these super good days and everything is going perfectly fine and you feel like you're on top of the world. And then there are other days when maybe your sales completely shit the bed and you have no idea what's going on, and it literally feels like hell. And in 1 week, it can go back and forth. Each day can be super high, the next day super low. And this constant battle of highs and lows can definitely take its toll and add an additional level of stress that you wouldn't actually have in the comfortable 9-to-5 job. So lastly, the third thing that I want to talk about is the loneliness factor. As an entrepreneur, you're working on your own projects, and unless you have a bunch of employees or you're at that point, you have no ability to share to share the successes or to commiserate in the failures, and it just adds another level of difficulty to whatever you're doing. At least for me, the thing that I'm struggling with most right now is that I'm in Guangzhou, and the community here is not very entrepreneurial. There's a couple of guys who are doing some entrepreneurial things. They're working on their own businesses, and we meet up when we can, but on a day-to-day basis, it's very isolated and it's very lonely. And I know that this is something that I can control if I move to a new place and surround myself with a better community. But as for now, in terms of what I'm going through now, that is probably the biggest thing that I find difficult right now, is just having a community to support you, like an entrepreneur community, other guys who are working on similar stuff. So I mean, entrepreneurship is great, but going into it, you have to expect some of these negative things and prepare yourself to go through them if you're serious about wanting to be an entrepreneur. But the upsides are huge. As I already said in the beginning, you know, there's potential to make tons of money, to be able to work for yourself, be able to have the freedom to do what you love, to travel, drive Lamborghinis if that's your thing. And so to me, it's so worth it to go through some of these uncomfortable phases and ups and downs in order to achieve my ultimate goals in the end. So that's all I wanted to touch on today, really, and I'd love to get some feedback and hear what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have any ideas for other videos you'd like to see, maybe some people have mentioned like tutorial videos about specific Amazon stuff or life in China or entrepreneurship, just let me know in the comments and I will answer every question, of course. Hopefully make some videos based on those topics. So thanks for watching again, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.